Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free and they really, really help. Okay, so it's the beginning of another week, and I hope the week ahead is a fabulous one for you. But we have to finish out the month of June, and the way that I like to do that is by doing my hashtag craft yourself free video. That is a collaboration between myself and my gorgeous yarny bestie Christina over at Bella Uncinetto. I will link her channel in the description box. Make sure you go and check her out. And check out the playlist for it as well. I will link that if I can. So this collaboration started after Christina and I, on one of our many phone calls, many of our chats, we decided that we wanted to do another collaboration, but we both kind of had the feeling this year that we just wanted to have less pressure, less stress, less restraints on our crafting. We wanted to be a little bit freer, a little bit looser, a little bit more relaxed, and we decided to create hashtag craft yourself free. Now, anybody that has been joining in and has been participating in this collaboration, they will have used the hashtag. If you type that into YouTube, you will find all of the other content creators that have been doing this as well. Basically, there are lots of it's not really a crochet along or a make along. There's other ideas that are similar to this, but we just wanted to put an extra twist on it. So not all of us use fibre or do the fibre arts. A lot of us craft in many, 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 many different ways. And we are probably all, if not most of us, are guilty of being able to buy the supplies for our crafts quicker than we are at using them up. So we decided that we were going to allow everyone that crafts, and Christina has also suggested that if you do puzzles, if you read, if you garden, if you bake, whatever it is that brings you joy and gives you that freeing feeling, you can include it in your tally as well. It's just a way of keeping yourself accountable of the fact that yes, you may buy a lot of supplies, you may have a yarn addiction like me, for example, but you are using up your craft supplies as well. So there are no rules really, other than if it's yours and you use it, you can count it. So whether you bought it this morning and you've used it by this afternoon, or whether you bought it 10 years ago, whether you were gifted it by someone, maybe, someone was doing a house clearance, or you went thrift shopping, or whatever the case may be, whatever brings you joy, whatever is crafty related or hobby related, you can include it. Now, I can only really talk about the crafts that I do, obviously, in my tally. And the way I tally up my totals for the month is by weight. So as soon as an item is finished, that is where I will weigh the finished item, and I will tally up the weights of all of those finished items for my total used for the month. Other people are doing it by just the number of completed projects. So for example, you could have done 2 puzzles, crocheted 2 hats, done a diamond painting. That would be 5 for the month. You got 5 finished objects for the month. Other people, when it comes to yarn, are working out their yardage. That is too much maths for Manfa. Not something I'm willing to try and figure out. Other people are collecting things such as yarn bands, but for me, in my crochet, sometimes I just use a smidgy bit of a scrap for something. With some of the amigurumis I make, I don't use full skeins, so that wouldn't be a accurate tallying of everything that I have used. So it doesn't matter when you bought it, how it came into your life, what you used it for. However you tally it is entirely up to you. Like I said, for me, it's weight. And we just hold ourselves accountable at the end of the month. And it's also, like I said, for me, it gives me a sense of pride that actually, yeah, I used quite a bit. Yes, I always buy quicker than I use, but I am using my stuff. So even though some people might consider this a hoard, some people might consider this out of control or too much, you're entitled to that opinion. I don't agree with you. This is also what I am going to consider my retirement fund, and things are going to be used, new things are going to be put in, other stuff's going to be pulled off. Some of it's going to be gifted to people, some of it is going to sit there for a long while looking beautiful. It's my stash, my choice. I have been gifted with bucket loads and bucket loads of gorgeous stuff from a lot of beautiful people through this channel. And I will get to it eventually, guys, and I will keep adding to it because they keep bringing out lots more luscious stuff. So, you know, I also have other massive out of control collections like pattern books and pattern magazines and things like that. But you know what? I am loving my life. I am very thankful for what I have. I am so appreciative and grateful to everyone that has gifted me. And I will turn the beautiful things into beautiful things eventually. And when I'm not working full time, when my kids have all grown up and left home, when I have more free time than I do currently, it will get used much quicker than it currently does. But I still think I use it fairly okay. And I'm always surprised at the end of every month how much I did in fact use. So just to remind you, I only include finished objects and I weigh them. Okay, so if it's the tiny, tiny little mouse jumper, I don't know where that random example came from, that only weighs like 5 grams, it's still 5 grams of crafting stash that I have used. And also the premise behind it as well is craft yourself free, not only to use up and free up space, free up, you know, maybe your stash gets overwhelming at times. It's not just to free up space, free up your mind. It's freeing up your mind in another way. For me, my crafting is my literal, I'm not thinking about anything else other than what I am crafting in the moment, whether it be crochet, whether it be diamond painting, whatever the case may be. I feel free. I don't feel bogged down with the 1,021 thoughts that run through my brain at any given time of every given day. I'm not worrying about anyone else. I am just doing something for me and I am making myself feel free while doing it. So hashtag craft yourself free. But it can mean to free yourself of some of your stash. So let's get on with it. I actually used way more this month than I actually thought I did. I have had, especially the last week or two, I have had very little crafting time for various reasons. I went away for a weekend and yes, I did a little bit of crochet, but not as much as I normally would if I was at home in my normal routine. There have been a few evenings where something's cropped up and I haven't actually been able to sit and craft as I normally would. Yeah, just bits and pieces. Sometimes I've had to work. So after I finished my work day, I've come home and done extra just so that I can keep on top of my workload and work demand. So I haven't felt this month that I've had a lot of decent crochet time. So, you know, I was pleasantly surprised with how much I did actually use. And I actually got quite a few FOs for June, which is amazing. There is always that sense of achievement and that satisfaction that you've got things done. I am definitely a person that likes to get things done and feel in control. So let's run through my list. Now I do have it here on the table, so if I'm looking weirdly on camera, it's because I'm looking at my list of stuff. So I'm just going to go down through my list of makes. I'm not going to be showing you any of them today. I'm literally just saying what I completed, how much it weighed, and then give you a total at the end. That's how I like to do it because you would have seen all of the things featured on the channel throughout the month anyway. So yes, the first thing on my list, the first thing that is always on my list, I make sure, because in my planner, I have a little column on the side where you can put notes and things. And that's where I have put this list. I've started to keep it there because I have a month overview So I have the whole month across 2 pages. That's where I put what I'm filming, whether it's been filmed, whether it's been uploaded. And in that notes section is where I jot down all of my finished makes and then tally it up for you. So it's all on one page and easily visible. That's just me. But always at the top of every month for this year at least will be the crocheted hearts. The crocheted hearts is for a UK charity, Hearts Healing Hearts. And yeah, it's one lady that puts out requests for things. They get sent to her. She's the one that boxes them up and ships them off. She doesn't get any government funding. She doesn't get any help. It's non-for-profit. It's all out of her own pocket. She is amazing. She actually started off with needles, hooks, angels and premies. They do a lot of different items for a lot of different causes and people that need them. But one of the side branches of it is Hearts Healing Hearts. And that is where pairs of crochet hearts are given out to families. And it could be families with a loved one in hospital, a loved one in hospice, a loved one that has passed away. And the idea behind it is these little hearts are tied together, but when they are given to the family, one is given to the loved one is given to the family. And even if they can't be together, they are forever connected by these hearts. The hearts are identical, light and bright colours between 1 and 4 inches. I made a goal for myself that I was going to make at least 40 pairs a month. So 40 pairs is 80 individual. And then for 2 months of this year, I want to make 50 pairs so that by the end of the year, I will have donated 500 pairs of hearts, which would be 1,000 hearts total. I did do the 40 pairs this month. They've already been received. And they weighed in at 181 grams or 6.3 ounces. I have managed to do 1 month of the 50. I've still got a month where I need to do 50 again, but I'm thinking I'm going to leave that probably till the month of August, because in August I do have 2 separate weeks off of work. So I hopefully will be able to get a bit more done in the month of August. So I will probably do the 50 pairs then. The next thing that I wrote down, the next thing that I finished was the baby romper dress that will be sent to the military baby baskets that Christina over at Bella Uncinetto, it's her friend on the military base that are putting these baby baskets, these baby hampers together. For new babies that are born on base for the new family, just to get them started and to have some lovely homemade, handmade items. That romper dress is still my most favourite thing that I have made this year so far. It really made me tap into my girly, mumsy side, and being, you know, that I was a boy mum for so long. It was really, really enjoyable. That romper dress weighed in at 110 grams or 3.8 ounces. The next one on the list was I did 6 diamond painted birthday cards this month. They have featured on the channel. They were a pack that I bought off of Temu, and what the plan is I bought several packs, and when I've done the diamond painting on them, I then have a stockpile of cards to be able to give to people on special occasions that are a little bit more special, because I have actually done a handmade element to them. There was a lot of love put into it, and they're just a little bit different. I really, really enjoyed doing them. So those 6 diamond painted cards came in at 106 grams or 3.7 ounces. So that's another lovely little one to add on to the totals. The next item I finished in June was Lulu Llama. Now, again, it was featured on the channel. It was in one of my crochet catch-ups. Basically, my auntie, who lives over 100 miles away from me, she had a crochet kit. Apparently, she learnt to crochet many years ago. She thought she'd give it a go, see if she could remember. She really struggled. She knows I love my crochet. She knows I'm absolutely addicted and that I can pretty much follow whatever pattern is put in front of me. So she asked me if I would kindly make it for her so that it isn't still sat in a box gathering dust. It's actually made and being loved. and it was blanket yarn. Ew, I did not enjoy it at all. Blanket, chenille, velvet, all of those yarns are not a favourite of Manfa's. They may become a favourite one day, guys, but for right now, not something that I'm going to be investing a lot of time or love or buying a lot of anytime soon. But I did get Lululemon made, and because she is made of blanket yarn, she came in at a whopping 371 grams or 13 ounces. So she actually bumped my total up quite nicely, even if I didn't enjoy making her. So, yep, Lululemon was put on the list. Next up, I put the 6-inch granny squares. This is something that I'm doing every month until they stop getting collected in October. This is supporting Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. She is supporting a charity over in the US called the Generous Crafters. They do have specific items every month up until October, but I'm just doing one of the items that you can do all year round until donations being accepted stops, and that is 6-inch granny squares. I just have to make the squares. I don't have to put them together, and I love making granny squares, so that just, you know, itches that scratch or scratches that itch, whichever way around it is, and it gives me small bite-sized projects that I can do when I know I've only got like 20 minutes here, half an hour there. So I still feel like I'm being productive. I still feel like I'm using up all of my leftovers and my scraps and putting it to good use. I'm going to fill a poly mailer of them, and I will get them to Rose before the end of October. And this month I managed to make 14, so that's pretty good going. And they weighed in at 244 grams or 8.6 ounces. So that's another little boost there as well. Another little lovely charity make that I did. And I will be continuing. Then there was, so the diamond painting cards that I just spoke about were actually the butterflies, dragonflies, and what was the other thing? Butterflies, dragonflies, hummingbirds. So because I've already talked about the birthday cards, I did another 6 cards with butterflies, dragonflies, and hummingbirds on them. And again, other greeting cards to be able to have on hand to give to loved ones and special people when occasions arise. I actually sent one over to Patricia over at Yarny Cat when I sent her some happy mail. So yeah, I actually got 12 diamond painted cards done this month, which made me super happy. And they weighed in at 109 grams or 3.8 ounces. So yeah, only a slight difference between the 2 packs. One was 106 grams or 3.7, the other was 109, 3.8. So another lovely finished project. Next up, I decided to help out my Auntie Lala over at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. I will put a link to her channel in the description box. She is currently making up personal hygiene bags to help a homeless charity in North Pole, Alaska, where she's from. And included in those hygiene packs, she wants to put cotton washcloths. So I felt like I needed to use some of my cotton up. I want to do a big cotton overhaul at some point. And I thought, what better way than to make some washcloths to help out Auntie Lala's charity drive over there. So I actually ended up making 4 for Auntie Lala, but I also made a washcloth for me, and I will show you that washcloth in my crochet catch up. So I did actually make 5 washcloths in total, and the 5 of them came in at 270 grams or 9.5 ounces, which is another lovely little boost. Next up, I made a baby dress, the same place that the baby romper's going to, the military baby basket, baby hamper drive that Christina, Bella and Janetto is facilitating. The baby dress weighed in at 88 grams or 3.1 ounces. Again, another adorable, cute make that really fed into the girly, frilly, frou-frou type baby clothes. It was absolutely lovely. After that, it's this one, my bod top. So this is the top by Crystal over at Bag a Day. It's called A Day at the Races. I used Premier Hipster Cotton in the colour Rainbow Roller Skates. I did have a bit of an issue where it was a bit tight here underneath the lace, and it still is a little bit tight, but I've managed to squeeze the girls in, and I've worn this 3 or 4 times now. So hopefully after a little bit of wear and a couple of washes, it will loosen up a little bit as well. But yep, my bod top, got it done, as you can see. And this weighed in at 341 grams or 12 ounces. So that was another lovely little boost. And then finally, if that wasn't enough, so I'll run through it all again in a minute. I made another charity mate for the military baby baskets or hampers, Bella and Janetto. And it was a little amigurumi that I went into with the idea of they shouldn't take too long to make. I might make a few, use up the, odd one skein wonders that I have. I'm debating on it. That one took me a little bit longer than I would like to complete. And it's not something that I think I can batch make for it to be worth my time. I think there might be other cute amigurumis out there that I could make instead, but it was the Tutafant. I haven't given a lot of details about that project. I did show it briefly yesterday in yesterday's video, but I will talk more and give you all the details in my crochet catch up on Thursday. And the Tutafant weighed in at 152 grams, which is 5.3 ounces. So 40 pairs of hearts, a romper dress, 6 generic cards, an amigurumi llama, 14 6-inch granny squares, 6 birthday cards, 5 washcloths, a baby dress, a top for me, and a Tutafant. So that's 10 FOs, so to speak, for the month of June. And all together, guys, I used a total of 1,972 grams or 69.5 ounces of my craft items. Oh yeah, I am happy about that. That is quite a bit, considering a lot of it is just bits of scrap. Yeah, super duper happy with my totals. So if you have been joining in, if you are not a content creator, let me know your totals down below in the comments. Feel free to email me pictures of things you've made whenever you want. I will hold my phone up to the camera, or I'll post them on my community tab should you wish. But if you type in that hashtag craft yourself free, you will find anyone that has made a video. And if you haven't been joining in but you want to join in, then please do come and join the fun. It really does give you a boost to know exactly what you have used in a month. It is great. It's such a sense of achievement, and it's gorgeous stash and craft supplies used up, enjoyed, and utilized how they should be. So yes, there you go. June totals done and dusted. 1,972 grams or 69.5 ounces. I will take that any month of the year. So what will July bring? Who knows? I am excited. And also, doing this also kind of makes me motivated for the month ahead as well, because it's like, oh, not that I'm trying to beat my targets. It's not a competition. There's no prizes or anything like that. But I do think to myself, I would like to get another good total for July. It may not be as much. It may be a bit more, but it's making me consider using up what I've got, and it's all stunningly beautiful, and I just want to play with it all. I just want to use it all. I want to complete it all, and then I can buy more, right? I mean, I'm buying more regularly anyway, but shh, don't tell anyone. Right, guys, I'm going to let you get going. I really do hope the week ahead is a good one for you. I will be back tomorrow with, wrong way round, this I posted as a short last week, teasing you that it was going to come this week, and tomorrow is the day you get to find out what's in the bag. This is a purchase I made while I was in Bath, the town of Bath here in the UK, with the gorgeous Christina, Bella and Janetto. We did go yarn shopping, and what is in here is a little bit special. So if you want to see the contents of that bag, please do come back tomorrow for that video. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.